Greetings, fellow penguins, it's Danish here. We're back with Cherish the Humanity. Now, I know I didn't do it last week, but that was because Christmas and New Year. Come on, and I was away during the holiday. And a couple of days I'll be back in college. I'll be redoing the uploads as usual. So today we're going to do two stories for the time of one. And one from last week that I would have covered. And this one, and that's the one we've got here now, which is beautiful. It's just fucking great. It's just one simple act. You judge what kind of act it is yourself. It concerns a guy who actually has Down syndrome. 20-year-old Ryan Holcomb of South Carolina. I apologize if I have pronounced the name wrong. Ended up opening his college acceptance letter. But it's making news purely because he has Down syndrome, and he's overjoyed to learn that he's been accepted into a special program at Clemson. Reddit also picked up on it, and a commenter who works with special needs adults points out that while it might appear Ryan is having trouble understanding the letter, that's almost surely not the case. Instead, he's likely having trouble with his vision, not his understanding. Now, that is likely true because otherwise he probably would not have been accepted into the college. But it's just that seems like it's blown a little bit out of proportion, seeing as it's just a college acceptance letter. But the guy has Down syndrome, and that's just great. That's just brilliant. He's been accepted. A guy he's with a condition like that, and he's managed to be accepted into college. Through, I believe it was an act. I forget what the act was. I forget completely. But it's still a brilliant story. It's not much to cover, but it's just made me happy. Seeing someone like him still being able to get into college to do what he wants to do when he's able to be introduced into the working life. And that's brilliant. Okay, new story. Second story of the day. I know it didn't really last long, but here's the second story. This week's story, which is pretty fucking sweet. It's to do with a cab driver in Las Vegas who returned $300,000 in cash that was left in his car. He then got a 5-figure award for his honesty. Gerardo Gamboa, I believe, I apologize if I've pronounced that wrong as well, received a $10,000 thank you from the absent-minded gambler. The amazing find took place a few days before Christmas, when Gamboa looked inside a paper bag in his cab and discovered 6 fat stacks of $100 bills. He turned it in, and authorities were able to get it back to the unidentified local poker player who left it behind. The poker player then beefed up his original $5 tip. I'm taking it to the bank for now, says Gamboa of Windfall, but after that, I don't know what is going to happen. Fucking great. Good man. Good man. Good guy cab driver, quite literally. $300,000 was left in his cab, and he could have done what I think a lot of people would do in that situation, regrettably, which was bag it. Ironically, a bag full of $100 bills. I think a lot of people would have grabbed it and pissed off, but no, he turned it in. $300,000 in cash, and he turned it in. And the grateful guy, he was a gambler as well, gave him a $10,000 split. Which, considering how much was in there, seems like quite a low reward. But come on, it's a 5-figure stack. And getting anything as a reward is still an act of kindness. And the fact that he returned it was kindness enough, man. Good guy. That guy has my respect. As has everybody like him. There's been multiple people who've done things like that. They all have my respect. Every single one of them. So that's both the stories done for today. I hope just one of them made you happy. because both of them certainly made me happy. Generosity and just, in general, just beautiful, just consideration, I suppose, when it comes to the first story. I'm glad Rion's in college, and I'm glad that guy returned the money. He had the kindness for it. Most people wouldn't have done that. But yeah, that's it for the stories. Give me a comment if you know a story, and I'll feature it next time. Leave a like, leave a favourite, subscribe so you can become part of the Penguin Army. Share this as well. As many people as possible need to know that there are still people out there with a good heart. More people need to know about this. And I'm afraid uploads are going to be slow for now because a lot's going on over here. I mean, I'm going to be back in college in a couple of days. So please bear with me. I have got another playthrough on the way. It's half recorded. I've gone through half of it already. In fact, I mean, I got through half of it before I left for my Christmas. When I was away for Christmas, before I went away. So please bear with me. I'm doing what I can. So until next time, fellow penguins, Danish out.